Merry me, Annie here. This is my video on all things Greystone Path. So much has been happening this past year. Almost a year ago, in December of last year, we started with the Season of the Seeker, the elemental balancing program out of the Greystone Path experience of contemporary Wicca. At this point, we have a couple hundred people actively engaged in Season of the Seeker, with that first group about to begin their studies of the final element in their balancing, which is the element of earth. It's been an amazing journey. Successful enough that I needed to stop taking on new groups for it. However, when we kind of brainstormed this amongst seekers, the idea of an independent seekers group was established. So Season of the Seeker, the taking of the sessions and independent study, is available continually now for anybody who's interested. The link to it is below the Greystone Path website, and the Season of the Seeker tab there will tell you a little bit more about it, and the curriculum tab will tell you a little bit about the curriculum. That's available to anybody who would like to consider it. The exciting thing is, early in 2015 will be the first of the 4 books that support that. Capturing the experience of elemental balancing as we have shared it and grown through it in this year we have been together. Each of the elements will receive its own publication: air, and then water, and then fire, and then earth. I can't tell you how exciting it is to think that dream is just this close to reality. If I could just keep to my deadlines and keep myself focused. That dream, that reality, was about putting it out there. It really wasn't about what happened next. And in fact, I'm self-publishing completely to own the rights, to keep it as inexpensive as possible to those who might consider purchase. But it's never going to be about that. Because in all honesty, that's just not the way things work. And this huge possibility of self-publishing where there's a new book coming out every couple of minutes, it's the beauty, though, of capturing, consolidating, and sharing from the Greystone Path experience of elemental balancing that is what intrigues me about the possibility of publication. So we have our current seeker groups and our new independent seeker group. We have the pending publication of the Elemental Balancing series. And I've begun writing in preparation for those who have taken Season of the Seeker, who would like to move on to Season of the Dedicant, which is Wiccan specific in what we explore in that program. Relationship to the gods and to ritual and to our practice, to our beliefs, to that emotional, energetic, and spiritual expression of what being a Wiccan might be. That'll be followed up too by its own publication, First Things First, Elemental Balancing. The website has been revised recently. I've activated my Wandering Path blog again to begin blogging, and I'm sharing there, and also hope to, it's happened once already, I hope it happens a lot more, share guest bloggers take on some of the things that I post there. And also in that blog will be a daily word, the daily reflection, which is a word I've chosen to reflect some aspect of the here and now and our connection to the elements in the world around us. Northern Hemisphere centric at the moment, with apology to Southern Hemisphere friends. I'm actually writing this as I go along, so it's true time, real time. So for me it's autumn right now, so that's what we are exploring. However, certainly every lesson that nature teaches us, everything it gives us to ponder and consider, it's true in the season, in reality, but the seasons of our life touch on every season at any given time. Those daily reflections are just a couple of lines on the word and its relationship to the season. And then they provide a couple of points to consider and a couple of declarations, which are affirmations or mantras regarding it. Also, very exciting, this past week, somewhere within the week, I have established a Facebook group for the Greystone Path. And we have 100 people there already gathered. And there's no requirement to join the path regarding what your path is, except that it be one that respects the fact that we are gathering from many parts of the world, many spiritual experiences, and many ages, and we are coming together to share, maybe learn from each other, definitely to encourage each other. So there's all the exciting things about the Greystone Path right now. The flourishing of Season of the Seeker and its new independent Seeker group. The future follow-on to Season of the Seeker, which is Season of the Dedicate, and the publications that are going to arise from that. The expanded website and blog and the daily reflection. Available, did I mention it, as an email subscription for those who'd like to get it daily in their inbox. And also the new Facebook group. Very exciting times. Yeah, a lot of those excitements took me away from YouTube. But I've gotten to a point where I've had to back away from some things that matter greatly to me, and decide what will be going forward. So all these gatherings of beautiful people and the things coming out of this are a reflection of that way forward. I really wanted to share it with all of you. I was greatly inspired when I thought about what happens now along the Greystone Path as I start to publish. I'm like a grown-up, taking things seriously. What happens with all these bits and pieces, the flotsam and jetsam of me that are in my YouTube history? And I was actually inspired by Mike Nichols, who was the first online source that I respected regarding the Sabbats. When he decided to share those beautiful things he'd been sharing for years. I mean, we're going back. I think it was GeoCities when I first discovered him. When he published, he didn't get rid of anything that was his history, his trace, the breadcrumbs along the cyber path that led to his publications. In my case, I really had to think about that. My earlier videos are not very personable. They're stunted. I was very protective, yet not sure what I wanted to share. And that's what kind of brought me, in a sense, back to my presence here on YouTube, for whatever it is worth. I do know that what it's worth is the value of those of you that I've met along the way, the seekers it's introduced me to over the last year, and as well to a continuing expansion of understanding of the contemporary pagan community. It's invaluable to me at the personal, endearing level that matters the most. The older I get, the more I am inspired by the journeys, experiences, and opinions of others. All of that came back to the fact that my YouTube history is going to remain intact. And I hope to continue now to add to that. Nothing's going away, no matter how I might choose to formalize it in some other venue. I do hope you will consider visiting the website to check out and see what's been going on there. And you might consider joining us on the Facebook group. The website and the Facebook group linked below, as they will be in any video that I upload from here on. As always, from my heart and along the Greystone Path, I wish you mirth and reverence.